Know Your Rights Legal Show on CINQ 102.3 FM. My name is Ted Wright. I'm your host.
I'm Chris Smith, your co-host.
Frank Lee, segment producer.
And our guest today is lawyer Bernard Corbeil, and we're talking about Quebec societal mores and how they change, and échangisme, swinging, etc., etc. Now, Franco, you said you had a question here.
Absolutely. We've already discussed how swinging into itself is legal.
Yes.
But I think that there's also a misperception of swinging for people who have not been exposed to it. So I'd like to ask you, sir, when a couple goes to a swing club, just because that it's not illegal, it is legal, does that mean that anything's expected of this couple when they walk in? Are they obligated to have sex with people? And if they, let's say, choose that, they go there for a particular thing, but they don't want to experience everything, what laws protect them? I'm very curious about that.
Yes, you have to understand that the basis of of swinging is respect. So you have no obligation to do whatever you don't want to do, and it is very important, mainly for the woman, because usually that the women who are scared about to get involved in lifestyle. And as I mentioned, when I came on the community radio on February 13, because it was the St. Valentine's Day, it was the concern about the woman, and people have to understand that everybody believes that swinging is a guy's matter, but it's a woman matter more than a man matters. It surprised everybody when I say that, but I can tell you that for the last 3 years I met with more than 13,000 new members, who are swingers, who became members for the last 3 years at La Rage Club, and so I talk with people, I ask questions, I met almost everybody on the 13,000 people, so I can talk about it based on what I know from the people, and mainly from the woman, and it's very respectful for the woman. Usually it's the man who dreams about have two women, and then he talk about it with his partner, and surprisingly enough, women are very receptive, even if it's surprising for them. It creates a lot of communication in the couple. It gets them closer because it's something they want to share instead of cheating, and then they go together, and about 90 to 95% of the women in lifestyle are be curious or bisexual. They want to try what a woman is, and then that's how they start. But after a woman discover that when she goes in a swing club and she has experience with other people, she realized that she still love is her partner, but she could have sex with other person and come back with her partner, and very, very often it's the woman who wants to come back in lifestyle. It's very surprising. It's because she realized it is very respectful, and then, I will give you the typical situation. Very often, I see that every weekend at the club, guy said, okay, you're so beautiful, and the woman said, oh, you say that because you love me. But when they come to the club, and they see that they have all the women who want to touch their breasts or kiss them or to touch them, and they see all the guy around them that they are excited by her. Then she realized that even she got kids, she doesn't have the same body as she had 20 years before or 15 years before. Then she realized that she is still very attractive, and this is a very big boost for the woman. That's a revelation for them. It's very interesting, and that's why they want to come back, because they realize that it's very respectful and it's very boosting for them.
Okay, now I'd like to ask a question about, it says on paragraph 9, it says, le local comprenait deux principales zones. The area or the place where things happen comprises two principal zones. Now, did the court rule on where you get in there, how you get in there, who is able to get in? What did the law and the court decision say about that?
Okay, the decision says that we got objective and scientific evidence through a survey establishing that the Canadian Contemporary Society is tolerating swinging as long...
Now you're saying Canadian Contemporary Society, that means society right now.
Yes, right now.
This decision was July 2003, I believe.
Yes, the 4th of July. Now in Canada, 4th of July is a very important day, not only in States, okay? And the judgment says that now that the court has the evidence that across the country, Okay, almost 60% of the population and across the country doesn't bother that if other people do that, as long as they don't disturb other people who don't want to get involved.
Okay, now we have a crop opinion poll here right in front of us. So what Maître Corbeil just said is that this became a legal part of the proof, and that 60% of Canadians across the country swinging, changing partners does not bother them at all. And this court decision supports that.
Yes.
And this became part of the legal document. Was there anything you'd like to quote from this document? Because there's many pages here, and
yes. Okay.
and this is part of the proof
and
that made the decision.
Yes.
What page are we on?
You're on page 17. You have several. We had several questions. Okay, we asked the people to know not only do you agree with it, do you bother or you don't bother. There were several questions, and we have to see all of the questions. One of the questions, which was very, very important, it says that as long as they don't bother anybody, consenting adult could have the freedom and sexual life or style as they wish. And 90% of the people who answer in Quebec says yes, people can do whatever they want, and across the country is 78%.
Now let me just say this again, so people, we've got a court document here, and the court decision upholds the fact that 90% plus people in Quebec say that you can have whatever sexual life you want. In Canada, it's 78% that say that. So what we're saying here with the court decision that says that the majority of Canadians under law now find it okay that you can have your own sexual life in the way that you wish.
And when you go to the next question, it concerns the swinging. Okay, so the result for sex only, for lifestyle as you wish, in Quebec is 90%, and for lifestyle is 76%, and for the country is 64%. So as you can see, there's a large majority who say, according to the request of the Supreme Court, we are not interested to do, but we don't mind that other people do that, and that's what is the legal aspect.
Okay, now we have to take another break.
Frank Talks is sponsored in part by Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test, a man's guide to the emotional needs of women. Ladies, do you want the man in your life to understand you on your level? Do you want your man to be able to listen to you and address all of your emotional needs? Show him how much you really want your relationship to be the best it can be. Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test makes a perfect gift. The book, written by a man, for men, is endorsed by every woman that reads it. This book is a guide for men to understand exactly what a woman means when she speaks. Is that worth changing your life forever? Buy this book at franktalks.com now.
Frank Talks is sponsored in part by the book, I'm a Man, That's My Job, The Philosophy of a Seducer. What is inner game? There's a lot of contradictory information out there, and one size does not fit all. Your inner game is as unique and personal as your signature or your fingerprints. This book provides you with the means to create your own seduction persona. This is a workbook, which means we will work together, and by the end, you will have developed your own personal inner game. By this, learn what it means to be a man, and what the role of the modern man in today's society is that will attract him to the woman he wants. Learn about how men and women think differently, and how to take the lead in a relationship. This book is for you at franktalks.com.